Hi everybody, I am making another video for you guys. Glad to see that you guys are starting to subscribe and watch my videos. I definitely want to see more of that from you guys, given that it's a channel for randomness and things of that sort. So just let me know in the comment sections below what you're thinking and what you're trying to do, and let's just get started. So today's video is basically about my hair journey. So I know it seems cliche that I have my hair wrapped and everything, but yeah, we're just gonna go ahead because I'm not gonna even get into all that. Y'all don't need to know all that, okay? We don't need to talk on that, okay? But what we can talk about is my hair journey and what I expected and what YouTubers don't really tell you, okay? So let's get into it. So I have written them down. I've written them down for you guys so that I can go in depth with you and tell you a lot of things that I feel for me personally could have been elaborated on a little bit better, and probably for other YouTubers as well, but I'm just saying for in general for me as a person who's watching YouTube a lot, this could have been more elaborated on. I mean, I feel like it could have been. So number one, I feel like number one is styling for naturals. Styling says, for me, I say it doesn't have to be hard or cost too much money. To elaborate more, I would say when you look at YouTubers, you see that they're using a lot of products in their hair. They're buying all these expensive things, and I will elaborate more on that further, how I feel about that, because I feel like nobody really tells you that you don't really need to buy all those products. Like, you don't really need to afford that. You can get a couple things or use the stuff that you already use continually and basically work with that, you know. So as a naturalist, I feel like styling is something that we have to do. Like, it's like a necessity, but it's really not a necessity. I feel like if you're going to style your hair because you want to, not because somebody tells you, oh, my hair is so nice, you know, I style it every day, everybody loves my hair kind of thing. Like, okay, and like, I don't really want to style my hair every day. So that's number one. Number two, don't have to buy hair products that other YouTubers are buying. So basically, for me to elaborate on that as well, is you see other YouTubers and they're buying products like Shea Moisture and all these, you know, all these crazy products, as I am, that cost like from 14 on up, basically from $14 or more. And it's like, for just one product, by the way. It's like, really? I have to buy a product that is $14 for my hair to look the way yours does, or to actually get some kind of a similarity, you know, like I have to use that particular product. I felt like that was more of a lie than it was truth. So honestly, I just don't want to, I don't want to speak on anything towards anybody. I don't want to like bash anybody. Disclaimer, I'm not trying to bash you YouTubers. Go and get your coin, baby. I am not trying to stop you. But however, it's just like, what's the point in buying all those products when I can still basically do the same thing without that product, okay? I will, let me see, number two, I will get lazy. Why isn't there any styles that can be easily done and used for a while? So for me, I'm gonna say it. I'm honestly the lazy natural who does not want to just keep styling, and not to say I don't take care, like I don't take care of my hair. I do put conditioner, I shampoo, I detangle, all that good stuff. However, that is not, you know, working all the time, and sometimes I don't have time, you know, as a naturalist. So I figure for anybody that's really trying to start or has been doing it for a while, you don't really need to be in their thought process or what they're doing for their own routine. Be in your own routine, do what you want to do. So number four, I'm trying to speed this up so we don't have a long ass video, but number four, my hair texture isn't going to be like others. Given that we got a lot of videos like that, I'm kind of in the middle with saying, okay, my hair texture is kind of like theirs, and then you see somebody that kind of has your hair texture, and you be like, oh yeah, that looks kind of like my hair, but then you use the same product or you do the same technique and it doesn't come out the same. And it's like, okay, well, that person will not have the same kind of hair texture as mine. Even though it may seem similar and it may look similar, it does not mean that we're the same. So that means my hair may not react to that particular product or to that particular technique the way their hair is. So just want to put that out there. I wish naturalists would say this a lot more. My hair texture isn't going to be like others. Oh, that's number four. Let me see. Number five, my hair texture and in general may have other needs than others. So basically, what I mean by my hair texture and in general is my hair texture may have other needs, and then in general, I may particularly have other needs than somebody else's routine or what they use normally on their hair. Given that everybody has a different lifestyle, everybody has something else going on with their, with them in general. So, I mean, I'm just saying you don't have to follow the same critique as everybody else is using or try to use their routine as your routine. Why don't you just develop your own routine, find out what works for you? And yes, it's going to take a little work and a little dibble dabbling in different products. And of course, it's going to take you doing, trying to figure out what really works for your hair and actually attempting them a good couple tries until you actually succeed. But I guarantee you that succeeding will be a eureka for you. You will love it. So don't feel like you're wasting your time trying to use something that nobody else has used or a technique that nobody else has tried to use in their routine. Okay, I think number 6 is it is important to feed the scalp because that is where the hair grows. So sorry, that is where the hair grows. So you need to be focusing on your scalp a lot, okay, people. You cannot be just thinking, oh, I'm gonna go natural and I'm gonna just put all these products in my hair and then that's it, my hair's gonna grow. No, your hair is not gonna grow like that. You have to put something in your scalp. You gotta put some oil, you gotta put some conditioners, you gotta put something in your scalp and massage your scalp and really get it all into your scalp, because that's gonna initially help you grow your hair. If you really want to see some results, that's what you need to do for your hair. I remember as a young girl when I didn't perm my hair, a little quick story on my hair. I had perm my hair like when I was young, and I did it for a very long time, and I forgot about how when I was young my mom never really permed my hair. My hair was super long and it was so curly and pretty, and I could do basically anything I wanted to with my hair. And only thing was, I felt like because every other person's, like majority of the people I was seeing was white, so I saw white women's hair and I saw white girls' hair, and then I saw another black girl's hair who was straight, and then I saw a lot of differentiations on hair, and basically majority of the hair was straight. And so I was like, okay, well, why is my hair different? Why is my hair curly? Why can't it be straight, kind of thing? And so I was like, okay, mom, I want my hair straight. So there's that. So I permed my hair, and eventually I was like, okay, I remember this time where my hair wasn't straightened. It was actually long, it was curly, and at age 13 I tried to attempt to grow out my hair again, and that failed because at the time I didn't feel like doing it, my mom didn't feel like doing it, so it was like, okay, give up kind of thing, go back to using perm. And then around age 18 I started to feel like, okay, it's time to start growing out my hair again, and that's kind of where that led to. So yeah, so I'm 22 now, so it's been a road, but it's getting there. It's getting there. My hair is pretty long. I haven't really done a length check on it, but it's growing. But anyway, it is important to take care of your scalp. I said all that to say it's very important to take care of your scalp and do something to your scalp, because honestly, that's what's going to get you your hair growth. Number 7, I don't have to use weird things in my hair to achieve results. Lord, why do we put so many crazy things in our hair? The weirdest of things. Now, I'm not gonna bash you on the aloe vera and the shea butter and the mango butter, okay? I'm not gonna bash you. I'm not. It is some good stuff to put in your hair. But when it comes to some of these things that people come up with, like, really? You're gonna put that in your hair? Some things people come up with I do not totally agree with, and I'm just like, I kind of watch it because it's interesting and I want to see where it goes, but it's like, your hair was kind of like that in the beginning and I didn't really see any results from it. So why am I watching this video? Anyway, yeah, you don't have to put weird things in your hair. You can actually use what you use regularly, or use something that doesn't have sulfates, phosphates, stuff that will strip your hair of moisture. You can look that up online. You can go on Google and be like, what shampoo strips my hair of moisture or strips the hair of moisture? And they will tell you, okay? So do not feel like you are obligated to listen to me or anybody else that tells you about certain products. Do your research, and definitely don't put anything crazy in your hair, please. Okay, number 8, always have hair bonnets or scarves that are satin on hand at all times. I cannot fathom enough how much I really wish I had a lot of satin scarves and bonnets, and I always see YouTubers and they always have a satin, you know, cap, bonnet, scarf, something. They always have something. Me in general, I have one or two of them, and it's like, okay, Keela, you need to up your game on your bonnet game. Okay, you need to up your bonnet game. You need some satin in your life. Okay, honey, you cannot be walking around with your hair looking crazy. Or if it is, you can just put that cap on and keep going. Okay, I know that's ghetto, but I do not care. I do not care. It is better to have my bonnet on than to freaking have no bonnet at all. Or you can use a satin scarf and wrap it up like this and say beautiful. You know, it's come on. Come on, Keela. You know, that's kind of how I feel about myself in general. Like, you can do better. So I wish somebody had told me that, to go get as many of them as I could possibly get. The thing is, when you go to the regular stores to get them, you find that they cost way too much for just one freaking bonnet. When you can get a bonnet that costs you $1 and get a couple of them, you know. So yeah, that's one of the tips that I would probably recommend if you're trying to figure out how you can retain your moisture. That would be the best way to do it. And I would say you get a lot of them because, given, like I said, I'm a lazy naturalist. I do not like continuing to try to find my bonnet. I will go to bed and say, forget it, you know, like, forget it. I'm not gonna freaking try to find this bonnet, and there's no way I will ever, you know, I lost it. I don't know where it is. I feel like I'm not gonna find it, and it's gonna take me forever to find it. So I'm going to bed. I said all that to say, number 9. Given my hair type, I would always need to use a certain technique to achieve hairstyling goals, which is true. My hair type is different, and I have to be honest with myself about that, and I have to be more elaborated on that, but I know for sure that my hair type is different. It is not going to be the same as others, and some people may have similar techniques or similar hairstyles or hair types and yada yada yada, but that doesn't necessarily mean it will work for me. So what I'm saying is, my hair type is going to need certain techniques to get a certain look. So if I see a curly, you know, twist out thing, I can't necessarily use that person's technique because their hair may be a little bit more curly, more bouncy than mine is typically. Their hair type may be different from mine. It doesn't really relate to me particularly. So I have to find a routine that actually works for me. Not to say that I can't, you know, get some tips or some tricks from that person and say, hey, maybe that might work, you know, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not going to use the majority of your routine because it may not work. And number 10 things out of all of this natural hair journey thing that you should know is basically the 10th one is clipping my ends, not easy, and should be done with someone who knows what they are doing. I literally looked on YouTube, and people were saying, okay, you can clip your ends by yourself, and all you gotta do is do this and do that, and you can clip your ends. I literally got lazy one day and I clipped my ends. Mind you that even though clipping your ends is a good thing and works pretty well for growing hair, I will leave it to the professionals now, because when I went back to the salon, lady was just laughing at me like, what did you do? You know, she was like, no, this is not gonna work. We're gonna try to fix this. I am so happy she didn't make me, you know, she didn't make me feel too bad about it, but she was laughing. She was laughing a whole lot about that. So I would say, if you're going to clip your ends, have somebody there to advise you on what you should be doing and how you really should be doing it, and then you can clip your ends perfectly. Or if you're going to learn how, at least ask someone at a salon or ask your stylist or somebody and say, hey, if I needed to just clip my ends on my own, how would I do that? You know, what is the technique that you best prescribe for me? With that being said, that is all the 10 things that I can really tell you that I wish I knew as a naturalist in the beginning. And that's the 10 things that I wish naturalists on YouTube would speak on a little bit more and elaborate more on. And you definitely can, you know, check that out for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Honestly, I'm just speaking on my own experience and what I felt happened. So yeah, thank you guys for watching my video, and I look forward to seeing you in the near future. Definitely comment below, like, subscribe, share, whatever you have to do, but make sure you catch that next video. All right, thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.